Alrighty. Everybody coming in the room. Hey, everyone. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for jumping in. Patrick, great to see you, man. First with the camera on. Great to have you with us, man. Peter, thanks for jumping in. Stacy's here. Brian's joining us as well. Great to have you here. Who else is jumping in? Clay's coming in the room. We've got Kylie there. Hey, Kylie, great to see you. Thanks so much. Stacy, love to see your smiley face. Thank you so much, guys, for jumping in. Who else is jumping in here? Clay's in the house, man. Good to see you. Aaron as well, jumping in here. Thanks so much, guys. Welcome to our weekly session. I'm excited to cover this one. Mr. Aaron, hey, bud. Thank you so much for jumping in. All right, guys, so we are going to have a fun session today. I've got some new cool stuff to show you in the Leads tool. We're going to be talking through some really cool new automation stuff that you can do, how to generate new opportunities for both you and for your clients. So it's going to be a pretty fun session. Drop in the chat, say hi. I've got everybody on kind of auto mute there, but I can unmute anybody that wants to say hi. Drop in the chat, say hello, let us know how your week has been, and we are going to jump straight in and have some fun here. So, let's go. Great to see you, Aaron. I am freezing here, guys. So I've got my heater turned on right next to me, which is so unusual in this part of Australia. I think we only run the heater for about 2 days a year. So today is one of those days. Johan probably joining me later on this morning. He was up at 4 a.m. doing a group webinar to a huge training organization, which was really cool. Hey guys, by the way, let me kick off with this. For our white label members, which you guys are, it is always our priority to make sure that you can sell the Leads tool, right? Be able to make sales. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you guys make money by creating opportunities and making those sales. We've been running a promotion with some joint venture partners, and it's really done well. So this was one of the ones that Johan was running. Hey Dion, great to see you, man. Mark, thanks for jumping in. So I just want to kind of outline how this promotion worked, and so you guys can do the same thing because it's really worked well. So the premise is what we call a lifetime deal or one-time pricing. Have you guys ever bought anything from AppSumo? Just give me a wave if you've like bought from AppSumo or LTDs or yeah, okay, cool. Anytime AppSumo comes up on my browser tab, my credit card groans. You know, it's like, oh my God, there's so much cool stuff out there. And one of the reasons, the psychology behind why we love that stuff is the lifetime deal gets us, right? It's like, hey, I can pay once and get this really cool tool. And, that seems to be a psychology that over, I think, 6 million people on that AppSumo database now are rejoicing every time there's a new release. So we did a promotion or March, I want to say. So what does that make it? 4 months ago as I'm recording this. And we, for the first time ever, did a in inverted commas, lifetime deal on the Leads tool. So I'm like, I've never done that before because I hate the concept of it. I used to do a lot of kind of mini software launches before we got into cloud-based stuff and AI and the world that we're in now. And I've seen so many companies go broke doing lifetime deals because it costs a lot of money to keep software up to date. So you might buy something and you're like, yay, $200, I got a lifetime deal. And then like in 12 months time, that the domain doesn't even resolve. And you're like, oh man, they went out of business. And lifetime deals really, I used to, well, still do. I hate them. I think they're a real fast way to destruction. But what if you could control the lifetime deal and you could bump profit as a result, regardless of how many you sell? And I went, okay, cool. So I was talking to a JV partner who we've done some work with in the past. And this JV partner said to me, my list really responds to lifetime deals. And I'm like, no, can't do it. Let's not even get down that path. We don't do that. And Kyle from our team, who hopefully is going to be jumping on a little bit later on, said, what if we could? How could we structure it? What could we do here? We own this Leads tool. You guys have the same Leads tool that we do. How could we make this work? We're like, okay, why do we do free trials? We do free trials. We kind of give an account to someone anyway. So long as we control how many credits they get, then there's no risk to us. So if they run out of credits, they can do one of two things, either buy some more or the system stops working. So there's no like cost to us if they haven't topped it up. Okay, so let's think of this through. What if we gave them, instead of a free trial, what if we gave them a lifetime deal, but with a set amount of credits? And then we said, run some special offers and, onboarding and that kind of stuff and get people to bump up. And we went, huh, no risk to us, instant cash injection, and we can get people to bump. So this is how we built it. And I'm kind of giving you guys this thing because Johan's just done another one of these webinars. And we brought in some really nice numbers. I checked my Stripe account this morning from this webinar that he did. This lifetime deal offer is hitting. So we price the lifetime deal. So guys, you own the leads tool. You can package it however you want. You can sell it however you want. So we price the lifetime deal with 1,000 credits. Okay. Now you guys know that 1,000 credits for you guys, you have a cost of $120. So you have a hard cost of 120 bucks on a 1,000 credit program. That's your white label suite wholesale pricing as I'm recording this, right? But we priced the lifetime deal at $297 with 1,000 credits. So we show the whole tool. We show our page, which you can only get on a subscription for $497 a month or $997 a month or whatever. And then we're saying, but right here on this call, you can get a lifetime account for just $297, right? And we'll preload it with you don't have to pay any subscriptions. It's, whatever. And people are going crazy for it. So we set up a package inside of the admin tool, the same as you guys do. And we go package, create new. How many credits? 1,000, one time only. Okay. And then price $297, etc. And they get an account. They pay $297 and they've got 1,000 credits. But here's the really amazing thing that we've done on these webinars, and it is rocking our world. So we do the lifetime deal, but we also do a special bump offer during the webinar. So we're saying, all right, guys, so you can sign up for this lifetime deal. And if you want some discounted credits every month, we'll make that available to you at checkout. So if you don't pay anything today, so we set this up as a product in GHL, free trial, 30 days, rebills at $97 a month, right? So we said, if you sign up today for the discounted credit plan, it'll cost you nothing. You get your lifetime deal at $297, and all you do is tick that box. $0 extra right now, today on this call. And in 30 days, you'll get discounted credits going into your account every single month. Plus, we'll give you that first month of discounted credits included. So if you tick this box, you get a bonus 500 credits, and you'll get 500 credits a month on the discounted plan. Guys, over 80% of people are taking the optional extra credits every month. So it's really hard to sell a subscription, right? It's really hard. It's easier to make a $1,000 sale once than $100 a month, just purely from a psychology point of view. But what's fascinating for me is that people are signing up like crazy for the lifetime deal, right? And then over 80%, and this is the fourth time we've run this webinar, over 80% of people are also electing to take the bump. All right, so they're like, yeah, cool. I've overcome my objection of buying the software. Yeah, sure, I'll get the discounted credits. Throw those in for a free for this month and $97 a month from here on in. It has been amazing. We've added like $8,000 to $10,000 of recurring monthly income from these webinars. Selling a free trial, $297. You get lifetime access to the software, right? Absolutely amazing, and people are taking the bump, and it's blowing my mind that this is a strategy that you guys can use. So again, I'm letting you know that Johan is going to join me later on. He ran another webinar overnight. I'm looking at the Stripe account going, this offer is working. So if you can get people on a call and do a deal like that. So again, how do you set it up in your tool? Go into the admin section, go to packages, create a package that's a one-time cost with a set amount of credits. All right. Also, create a package that has a monthly account of 97. Create a product in GHL that has a free trial so you can add it as a bump. And then when they sign up for the lifetime deal, they get shown the bump offer and they can then add those credits to their account every month. And I tell you guys, it's working. It's working so well, and easier to make sales of that one-time deal. So anyway, okay, 10 minutes in, just wanted to give you that kind of what's working and how are we making sales. Let's hear from Stacy, who said hello. Hello, Stacy.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm not good. Hey, I got a question for you because I know that you've been doing some work with like the workflow functions of
Yeah.
it.
So that's what I'm about to
Okay.
cover today.
Oh, okay, cool. This was
Yeah.
not pre-planned. Yeah, okay, yeah.
No, Stacy is not on our payroll. No,
Okay.
I just wanted to tell that Johan story to let you know why he's not here, but also to kind of share, guys. This is a webinar that you guys can run. We have the same leads tool as you do. We just have to carry the development costs and support costs as well. So you guys get all the benefit, but you can go and create these same packages and run these campaigns, and it's really working super, super well. Okay, cool. So today is all about new stuff in the program, new automations, workflow builders, new cool things. So let me just very quickly jump on and jump across. I've got questions that are jumping in there as well. So who said it's beautiful here? Aaron. Come to Florida, it's hot, says Clay. Yeah, nice. Okay. All right, guys. So let's jump in. I'm going to do a quick screen share. I am going to start on PowerPoint, and I apologize for that, but it is just literally to keep me on track. All right. So, Stacy, can you just give me a thumbs up if you can see my PowerPoint right now?
Yeah.
You can. Fantastic. I'm hitting the right notes already. All right, guys. So we're going to cover some new things in the tool, which I'm very, very excited about. It is phase one of what we're building for phase two, which is much more AI, MCP friendly, lots of new cool stuff that we're coming through. But we needed to get this base platform in place. It's been on the drawing board for ages, and I'm so thrilled. So we're going to show you how you can use the new releases today, just came out overnight, to automate lead flow for both you and your clients in brand new ways with a ton of new functionality. So let me jump in and cover this off. So today I'm going to be showing you the program updates. There's some little ones, there's some medium-sized ones, and there's a big, giant, huge one. So we're going to show you how to set up that new automation system, and then we're going to look at how you can use this new release to open new doors, new opportunities for both you and your clients. All right. So let's have a look at the program updates. I'm going to be showing you the new search, the custom AI, and the big reveal, which, as Stacy said, is our workflow builder. So I'm going to jump right in there. Forgive me, guys, if I'm looking over here. It's because I've got my videos here and the screen here. So you guys know that already. Zoom professionals. All right. So little updates, medium-sized updates, big updates, new search models, custom AI, the big reveal. Let's jump in and have a look. All right. So let's start with the little ones. There's a couple of, like, we did some bug fixes as we're always doing, little, niggles that have come up. There's some little things that you'll notice inside of the tool that just make life easier. So for example, and I'll just do these ones real quick. In the tool right now, we have what we call custom labels, which is a great way of kind of categorizing and sorting through when you're doing leads. And we have done like nice little things such as, if I'm in the custom labels, I can add a label here, but I used to have to create that list of labels over here. Now, when I'm working, I'm like, okay, I've called these guys. This is a hot lead. I want to be able to come over here, add a new label, which I can now do straight from here. So this is now hot lead. All right. And I can add those labels from my list. Now, as you guys who have anybody's worked with tags or anything like that in CRM systems, you can get lots of labels really quickly. So don't create billions of new labels. Otherwise, they don't become too useful, but you can now do cool stuff like that from the list, which is great. You'll also notice this custom AI button here. So our AI assistant has got a new function, which I want to talk about, and that's one of our medium-sized releases. So the first medium-sized release you've probably seen pop in is this company search. So we've been negotiating with the new data suppliers, bringing new data into the system, and this is now a reflection. So I wanted to cover this last week, but I was a little bit unhappy with the way the filters and the way the search was going. I actually was like, we're getting all this great data, but it was hard to use. Now I'm super thrilled with what we've been able to put together here for you. So what's the difference between a local search and a company search? We used to just have one of these green boxes, and that green box was called company search. What we had there before is what you now know as local search. And the reason we call it local search rather than company search now is because it's very map based, geography based. So if you've run searches before, and if I come in here and grab one from previous, if I go up to my history up here and I rerun a search that I've run, you'll see that it is very map based. You guys will know that this map has been what's driving the search results, the Google business listings map, okay? Which has been great. You know, we've lived and breathed on this local geographically based search for the last 4 years. It's really an amazing starting point. However, what about businesses that don't have Google search? That's something that we have wanted to solve for a long time. So the new company search is much less geographically focused and much broader in its approach. However, you need to be specific with what you're looking for. So our what used to be called company search is now called local search, and our new company search has got some really cool stuff. And you'll notice that it's driven by drop downs. Stacey, just give me a sec because I might answer it. I might come back to the question in just a sec. So the new company search will give you a lot more results a lot quicker. Okay, a lot more results a lot quicker. And it's much less focused on a pin drop. So let me show you what I mean. You need to be able to select from specific industries. All right. And this is where it may be a little bit restrictive, but you'll be able to show a lot more results in these industries. So what I mean by restrictive, what if I wanted to find, I don't know, sign writers and they're not in here? In that case, I'm going to refer you back to the local search. But you might find that there's a lot of different industries that you can reach using these drop downs. So you'll notice that I've got, for example, I could select everything in the construction industry, or I could be very specific in that construction industry and just say, I want just building equipment or building finishes or construction general or landscaping services. Okay. So you can select the higher level category. All right. Or you can dive in and get more detailed with the subcategories that are underneath. And that's the same across all of our drop downs here. So the company search, brand new search here, company search is your ability to really specify what we're looking for. And you can do multi-select. As we just saw, I've selected landscaping services, but I can also come back in and go, all right, you know what? I'm looking for agricultural industries as well. So I can say, okay, landscaping and agricultural industries. What? Why would you do that? Well, I don't know, because you want to. So now you can have multi-select industries that you can go through. All right. Now, locations in this work the same way, but you need to be a little bit specific. So I could say, let's go with United States. Let's go. So I've got United States, all right, as a location, but I can be very specific inside of there as well. And I could just go Georgia. All right. And I can select Georgia, United States, and I can go state level. Or I could go capital of Georgia, can't remember, but you get my point. I can go country, state, city, suburb. So I can be very specific with how I go. Manolo, let me just go through and I'll come back to you in just a sec, yeah? So guys, just drop in the questions to make sure that we can, that I keep up with you there. All right, so I can go into there. Let's go for, I'm not doing zip codes at the moment, but great
Atlanta.
point, Aaron. Stacey?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, thank you. Yeah, so I can go Atlanta, thank you. So country, city, state, all right? So I've got much more flexibility in the way that I'm searching within the program. So I'm just going to keep United States here just for our example. So I'm going very broad. Now, this is something that we've taught not to do with our local search. We've said for the last 4 or 5 years, don't go country level at local search because it just doesn't return the right results. You need to go pin drop and you need to expand the search. Whereas now we can go, show me everybody in California, all right, and get much better results there. We can also then go radius. So I can say, find me the radius, and we'll expand that out. That's an optional one. And I can generate a bunch of results, and it's super, super, super quick, which is great. So now we can also get into our filters here. We can say, you know what? I've got landscaping, agriculture, and I want people who are machinery or have something like machinery in their description. I can be very specific for a particular company if I'm looking for a particular domain. I look for technologies. So this might be the kind of site that they're built on, keywords, employee count, which is cool. So I can come in here and say, look, only find me sort of small to mediums, right? Or revenue based. And all of these have got custom ranges on the bottom as well. So I might say, find me everybody that's from 5 employees up to 15. All right. So I can be very specific about the way that I am creating these filters. And once we've got that, we're able to run these results. Now I've got lots of different things in here. So let me see if I can clean up my system here. I might actually even start again. So our company search is very specific. So I'm going to go find me everybody in the agricultural industry in the United States. All right. Now, because of the fact that you can burn credits quickly, you might want to limit your results. All right. Click on go. All right. And now you'll see how quick that is. Super, super, super quick. And I can just keep loading more right down here. So more, easily. So it's not based on a pin drop. I don't have to expand my search by moving around the map. I can literally just go, yeah, I want more. Give me 500, give me 700, give me 1,000, however many I'm looking for. I can see that there is a total of nearly 20,000, right? There's a total of nearly 20,000, which is, again, something that we've been asked for. Show me my kind of total addressable market. How many can I really get? Now, what's really cool here, guys, is that the limitations on the results you get, being able to go much, much broader gives you so much better, I guess, saleability to your client, right? So if I'm saying, hey, man, I can get 20,000 agricultural information into your system, you're good to go, right? Aaron, great question. Is this still live data? Great, great, great question. So our data provider is refreshing this list every 7 days. Okay, so is it live data? Technically, no. Okay, technically, it's pulling from a database, which is the first of our results that's doing so. But it is 7 days old, so they are constantly refreshing their data sources, which is great. So, new search gives you much more flexibility, and this total results is something that I'm really, really excited about. Once we get this model of search into the autopilot, you can imagine I can say, all right, cool. Don't give me 20,000 results in one day, because that's just, I can't handle that. There's not many people on the planet that could handle 20,000 new leads coming into their pipeline, right? So I can say, give me 100 a day and run it for 200 days. And that keeps my 20,000 or my 200,000 coming through. So the new search is an update that you'll be able to go through. Manolo, no, all countries, all continents, all states. There's some places that we've got more data on than others, but it is covering all countries, which is great. Cool. So that's the new search. So I said there's small additions, which are things like the labels and the lists and that kind of stuff. There's medium-sized additions, which is the company search, and another one, which I'll show you right now. And then there's the big one. When is it coming to autopilot? I would expect within the next 30 days, Aaron. All right. So that's a medium edition. It's kind of a big one, but it's a medium edition. Another medium edition that I want to show you guys is the ability now to create an unlimited number of AI prompts. Okay. Yeah, Manolo had a question as well. Let me just, Manolo did ask about the countries, but let me just unmute Manolo. Where are you, bud? There you are. Let's see if I can get Manolo and see if we answer that question for you. Mark, you might just have to play with those filters there. Manolo, hey, bud. Let me see if I've got you. Ask to unmute. No. Okay, Manolo, if you've still got a question, just raise a hand, mate, and I'll bring you straight back on. So Mark, hairdressers in Australia. Let's just have a look. So I'm going to go, I guess it's the beauty industry, consumer services. Let's see. Finance, government, public services.
There's hair and cosmetology came up in the, I typed in hair and then there was hair and cosmetology was an option.
Okay, cool. So let's go home improvement, jewelry, luxuries, optometry, pet products. Let's have a look. So you typed in hair?
Yeah, hair, and then it came up with consumer services, and then there was hair and cosmetology.
Nice. Hair salons and cosmetology. Okay, cool. And we said you just went with Australia?
Yep. And then in description, I put hair because I'm looking specifically for hair.
Okay, we might just have a look at how that filter, because probably the filter knocked it out, but let's just have a look. So everything in Australia. All right, let's
Yep.
go. So 2,471. All right. And I could filter and go where the name is not, or industry. So we've got tons there. It'd just be a matter of using this to, so in the keyword, let's go hair.
Yep.
All right, hairdressing supplies, hair science, hairdressing supplies, go. All right, something went wrong. Okay, so that's knocked it out. Just have to play with that filter a little bit, dude, to try and get
Hmm.
the right results there for you.
Yep. I know there's about 15,000 salons in Australia listed on Google.
Mhm.
So I'm sort of wondering why that it wouldn't have picked them up.
Yeah, I'll check into the system and see what kind of filters are in the background there, because there might be
Yeah,
other
thanks.
other things that they're coming under. So whether it's hairdressing or other retail stores or something like that. But have a look at the filters there, man, because
Yep,
yeah,
thanks.
if the data's there, we've got it. So we'll be able to bring it
Yep.
through. All right. Just use keywords and location. Um, no, so this particular search, Manolo, is going to work specifically on your industry. So you're going to need to be specific about what you're looking for to bring those results in. So guys, don't forget, everything that we've all had for all those years is still available in that local search. Your company search just is adding more data that wasn't there before. All right. So let me jump across to the AI piece. This is big for a number of reasons. So in our what we have had for the past has been a set, I guess, range of boxes that you have to fit the AI prompts into. So we've had things like finally similar companies, competitive companies, suppliers to those companies, DM, summaries, subject lines, and intros, and we've had those boxes there. Now we have been able to create any prompt we wanted to in those boxes, but you still have to have it fit within a box. So I created an SEO analysis, but I put it in the summary box. Okay. Now, in our custom AI assistant area, I can create my new assistant and I can actually put that into a custom box so that I can have unlimited custom results here. So I want to show you, I'm going to do this as a demo, but I'll show you why I'm doing this in just a second. So this is demo prompt number one. Maybe we want to do an analysis. We want to write a proposal. So demo prompt number one, proposal. All right. So let's put that into the custom box on our company search. And this is my prompt. Obviously, you're going to write your prompt there to make it better. So I've got my demo prompt number one. I'm going to do the same thing. Demo prompt number two. And this might be the SEO analysis. All right. So again, this is the custom and company prompt two. All right. So now I've got the ability to add unlimited prompts here. And in my list view, I've still got a little bit of a restriction. I can only run one of those. Okay. So in my list view, I can add as many as I want to, but what I'm about to show you in our big reveal is going to give this a lot more power. All right. So small changes, medium-sized changes, which is the new search, and the ability to add unlimited custom prompts, and the big one, which is our brand new workflow builder. All right, our brand new workflow builder. And this is the reason, let me come face to face just for a second. The reason this has been created is to encourage usage and make things easier for you and your clients. We want to reduce churn. So we know that if people use the system, they get results. But if they don't use the system, or it's not automated enough, then they stop using it and they churn out. And you've worked really hard to get a client, and you don't want to lose them. So we've created this system to make it easier for your clients to use the program and to automate this. So once you have a client, your onboarding could be setting up this workflow that I'm about to show you, automating the process, and then you can let it to run, and the clients will be able to get results on autopilot without them needing to log in all the time and keep using the program. If it's just running 100 leads a day or 500 a week or whatever you set it up, amazing. So let's show you why the new workflow builder has been designed the way it has. So when we jump into the workflow builder, we can kick it off up in the top, and we're going to create this as my demo workflow number 2, because I've already got one. All right. What does this workflow do? This will find construction companies, analyze them, write a proposal, and send to my CRM. Cool. Now I can start to build it. And you'll notice that we've got some recipes. We've got one to start with, and we'll have more recipes as pre-built recipes coming in very, very shortly. But you can now build your own from scratch. And we work this system by drag and drop. Okay. Now, when you do this right now at the moment, you're going to need to have auto top up turned on, meaning if you haven't got auto top up, it's going to give you a warning. It's not going to let you go any further. It's literally going to pop up on the screen and say you need to have auto top up turned on before you can use this feature. I've asked my guys to turn that off. So for the next 24 hours, if you try and drag something on and you haven't got your auto top up turned on, it's not going to let you continue. Okay. So that to me is an oversight. We're going to make sure that you can use it, you can set it up, you can build it. And if you run out of credits, well, then it'll stop. But then you'll have to have your auto top up turned on. All right. So we start by saying, cool. We start with a company search in this example. So I'm going to say which list. All right. I can create a new list, and this was my construction list. And if I could spell, that would be amazing. All right. So this is my new list called my construction company list. And that is going to be, when somebody is added to that list, the kickoff of this process. So when anybody is added to this company search list, now I'm going to do a whole bunch of new stuff. Now you'll notice that this is grayed out my ability to add on any other triggers. All right. This only gets triggered by one list. Cool. So I've created a trigger, in this case, company search. And you'll notice that my team here have given you another pretty big reveal of what's coming very, very shortly. All right. So I've got my search. Now I can add in a filter. So I might not want to burn credits doing everybody unless their company size is more than 15, as an example. All right. So I can set my filters before we do anything else in the system. So I might say only do this where the email's been found and that email address is verified. All right, cool. So now I've got a filter. Only perform my actions once I've got my results filtered the way I want to. Now I can get into my research and analysis steps. I can create that AI summary from the prompts that we already have there. All right. So I've got my AI assistant. I've got a library of prompts now that I can use, and I can drop in my AI summary. But here's where the workflow builder really gets funky, is I can add more than one. All right. Now, I'll cover what that means in just a second when we get to our custom area. Let me just jump in here and remove that one. All right. So anytime company's added, filter my results, generate my summary. All right. Find competitors for me. Sure. Why not? Okay. So find competitors for this particular company and then create some cool stuff. So now you'll notice that we've got a section here, which is about creating. So we've got search, research. Now I've researched this person. Now create something. Create what? Create a subject line. Create an AI-based introduction. Create something here. So now I can create an AI-based intro, okay, from my AI assistant. And this is where we get cool. Because now with my custom AI, I can say, cool, also run that SEO analysis that I created from before, and then give me my proposal. All right. And then now I've got all my stuff. What else can I do? I can enrich that company results, or I can then simply connect that. And I want you guys to see this. Connect that to what? Well, typically it's been my CRM system, right? So it's been my send it across to GHL. Great, fantastic. Triggers, automations, all that kind of good stuff. But if you're anything like me over the last 3 months, you've seen no end of beautiful AI automation templates popping up on your newsfeed, things like N8N and other amazing programs out there. So what if you could connect up to an N8N workflow? So now I could go, as an example, anytime somebody gets added to my company list, all right, scroll out. Let's have a look at what we've created there. Anytime anybody gets added to my company list, filter those results and find only the ones I'm looking for, run my summary, find competitors, do an AI intro, create an SEO analysis, do a proposal for me, and then send that across to N8N. And do what? Whatever the heck you want over in N8N. You can do things that are just simply crazy. So for example, I can save this one, what if I had a workflow where I'm doing a people search, people, analyze, and video. All right. So I just want to show you this. We go, okay, cool. What can we do here? Anytime we find a person in my specific list, all right, and somebody's added to that list, what I want you to do is then run my analysis. So I do my AI summary for this person, okay, which is going to generate some results. And then I want to write my little subject line intro, just like that. And then I want to send that across to my N8N video creator. And I just want to blow your mind with what can be done. So this is an automation I can set up, right? Anytime anybody's added to this, run my normal stuff, send it across to something else and perform an action. Cool. What? Like what? How does this work? I can come in and I just want to give you an example. So let me find a people search here. And that's the one that I've been working with. All right, so here's Grant Cardone, okay? And I've got my AI to write a summary of who is Grant Cardone. Grant is this person. This is what he does. He's a published author and a sales trainer. Okay, cool. Now I've got that information. I can send that across to N8N. And let me show you what happens over there. So this is not a working N8N model, by the way. This is one I'm just putting up on the screen as a demo. We'll get the N8Ns and we'll share them out with you. But when a lead has been found, so I send it to a webhook. So all of that work that I did in that workflow builder sends it to here. Once it gets to here, I can have AI take that information and write me a little script. So here's the script that I put together, right? So it says, you're a sharp, engaging scriptwriter who specializes in converting a list of information about an individual into a personalized message, introducing our lead gen software to them and being specific about how they could benefit. Short form video, you'll be given the individual's name, a full text summary of the person and the company they work for. Your job is to create a video, all right? Do this, do that. An example, hey John, I'm Walt from White Label Suite. The reason I'm reaching out is I saw your impressive history in commercial sales and I thought our lead generation program could really help you hit your sales targets at Cat Tractors, right? At company name. Create a video script from my AI research. Okay, so in a real example, I sent across Grant Cardone's information. Here's the summary. Grant Cardone has a wide range of crucial skills that make him a valuable asset, blah, 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 blah. His leadership history speaks volumes. CEO, he's a published author and online sales trainer, right? And then that gets pushed across to HeyGen to create a personalized video. Hey, Grant, I'm Walt from White Label Suite. The reason I'm reaching out is I saw your extensive sales training background and focus on growth, and I thought our lead gen platform may help to give you an edge. I'd love to show you. If you're open to it, hit me back and let me know. Pause for effect, right? What if you could start a lead gen search, research the companies or the people that you're looking for, and use some really cool AI tech to create a personalized message at scale, and then drop that from HeyGen into the next step, which might be as simple as a Google Sheet and a separate workflow, anytime that Google Sheet is populated, puts it back into a LinkedIn outreach program. And it all starts with finding that ideal client. I want to, so Manola says you already blew my mind. So what I wanted to show you here, guys, is that we are connecting to more and more and more and more and more platforms. And this workflow system now allows you to create those connections, create that AI instruction, and send it out to any other connected system and do this on autopilot. So now what I wanted to show you guys was that workflow builder is huge power, huge, huge, huge power. And we want to turn that into a superpower. All right. We build this up as what happens with Mr. Customer, because what we're trying to do is answer that what happens next question, right? The biggest mental roadblock that we found in selling leads tools, selling CRM systems, all that kind of stuff, is the question in the customer's mind of, yeah, so what? Now I've got your 100 ideal customers on a list in front of me. Yeah, so what? What I want you to be able to do in a sales call is go, cool, what do you want to do next? Do you want to analyze them, send a proposal, create a Instagram DM? Cool, let's build that. And then I want to turn that into a superpower by setting up autopilot and just running it all the time. Because remember, the trigger is when anybody's added to the list, do these 5 things. Cool. So now I can set up autopilot to run and add to the list 20 times a day. So 20 times a day, it's just going to drop that in, run that out, send it to N8N, create a video, put it in, send a link to ding, 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 ding. And everything starts with the leads tool. All right. So our big reveal is this workflow builder. This is designed to help you open new doors. All right. So what could you do? There's a heap of templates and people out there that are teaching all kinds of stuff. Things like create instant DMs on Instagram. All right. Now, if you do that at a slow pace to influencers, you follow them, you research them, loved your post about such and such as a comment. All right. Now, I've had hit and miss with Instagram DMs. Some hits have been amazing. They've created great new webinars and opportunities. A lot of misses where it's just gone, DM straight into a spam box. Don't get through. But, if you're sending a little video, maybe that would be a difference. What else could you do? Could you create a LinkedIn post? Now, again, I'm not talking about a LinkedIn DM. What if you could create a LinkedIn post and then tag your ideal client? Hey, Grant, thought of you. Right? What else could you do? You could create those proposals. One of our Empire clients the other day was showing us that he created this incredible proposal framework and just needed to insert the details. AI can do the research, right? So, hey, John, I was looking at your site. We've got all of these suggestions that you could do. Put that into the proposal and send it off automatically, dynamically. Kylie, can you link to Make? Yep, 100%. If you can link to anything that's got a webhook, guys. So Pabbly, Zapier, N8N, Make, all right? So you can literally add that. And for those who don't know how to do that, you can add a connection to literally any platform now that has a webhook. And how to do that? Just come up to your settings area, come across to integration, all right? And in the integration section, let that load. In the integration section, just come down to custom webhook, right? Now, guys, because this is white label, you can choose what's seen and not seen by your clients, okay? So you get to set this up. You get to allow them to do this stuff. So you can choose to show or not show any of this stuff, and you do that in your admin section, in your business account. In the CRM, you can turn on or off what's visible and what's invisible for your people here, okay? But you can create connections to anything here. So let's have a look at the ones I've got. N8N, Pabbly, HubSpot, Million Verify, right? Literally any platform that's got a webhook, you can create a new connection and you can send across any data that you want to as well. So let me show you. From a custom webhook, I can say, all right, this is going to be to Zapier. All right, Zapier, there we go. And Zapier will give you a webhook. So you go into Zapier, say create new automation. It'll give you a webhook. It'll look something like that, I would imagine. And then we can send across any of the data. So we say, okay, I want to send across the first name. All right, and let's go. The lead first name. Where is it? In here somewhere. Lead first name. Great. I want to send the email. Cool. I want to send the AI summary. I want to send the AI prompt that I created. Right. So I can send any of that data to Pabbly, to Make, to N8N, right? To Zapier, to Infusionsoft, to Salesforce, to HubSpot, to any platform, to Pipedrive. So you're talking to a client, they go, oh, look, we already run Pipedrive. Awesome. Let me just grab the Pipedrive API system. I'll send the leads straight across for you. I'm already on HubSpot. Done. No props. Okay. So if you're a Zapier whiz, an N8N whiz, a Make whiz, whatever it is, you can use those platforms to connect to Make, connect to HubSpot, or you can just go straight into the API docs because all of those platforms have got them. You can literally create any connection now, and your workflow system will then be able to set up and send to whatever you connect with down here. All right. So guys, a little bit of feedback. If you'd like to feedback, just use the raise hand down the bottom and let us know. How would you use this? Stacy, how will you use this?
One quick question about some of the different options that you're going to be rolling out, is whether or not, I know that there's some capabilities already built into the system to email out to the leads directly. Are you going to build that out at all for maybe a sequence of emails, kind of like a mini campaign? The reason that I'm asking is that since there's so many people now with high level, many of them think that they have like an agency level, high level account. They don't. And so although you may have a workflow that's built around that lead, just sort of cold nurture, to be able to have some of that functionality within your system instead. Okay. And then once they get warmed up or whatever, then they're pushed off to, an N8. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the way
because right now that's the situation that I have, and they're like, well, we have, because there's so many different lead providers that are using basically GHL as the pot that they dump all the leads into. So these people have like 3 and 4 different, what they think is a high level account, but it doesn't really do anything other than hold their current leads. So now if I want to go off and I want to give them a workflow to help them manage all of that, I can't, because again, it's just like a scaled back dummy version. You understand? They don't have an agency capability.
We've said as a company that we won't be an email sender because that skill set or that focus is billions of dollars to make it work. So there are people that are 10 years ahead of us. For example, there are dedicated email sending companies like Instantly, like Woodpecker, like Lemlist, these kind of ones. GHL is a great platform to be able to send, but there's also, again, a million different sending platforms. So long as we can connect to them all, we can take that data and send to any one of them. But I guess your question then is, if people have got GHL, they should be able to create sequences. How can we do that? So you could use the custom AI to write email 1, write email 2, write email 3, build that into a workflow. So you could be like, all right, cool. Custom AI point 1 is email 1 in the series. Custom AI number 2 is email 2 in the series. And then you could send that data across, but somehow, somewhere, you've still got to build the actual email campaign at the other end. We could just give it to you in a custom value so you don't have to write the email, which is easy, but you still need that workflow in GHL in this case email one, wait a day, email two, wait a day.
And then for them, if they open up email one, take them out of the sequence, there's just that whole workflow element that, I'm just trying to think of absolutely anything without telling them that, hey, dude, I'm sorry, but you have to actually get a real GHL seat in order to have the functionality that you're looking for.
So the question
I
of
mean,
the real GHLC, I think, Stacey, the way that you might approach that, just purely thinking like, I'm trying to think of how could I facilitate you to make that sale, right? I would suggest for yourself to package up a real GHL seat and sell it as a pack. Like, cool, man, you've already got your CRM, which you've bought off somebody else for 29 bucks, a lifetime deal or whatever, but you've got no flexibility on it. Sucks
mhm.
to be you. But if you buy this from me, I'll give you this whole functionality where you can build whatever you want to build. And then when they're a hot lead, I'll push them across into that system for you if you really want me to. Like, if somebody hasn't got the sending functionality, then you could possibly provide that by being a GHL reseller yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've already built it. I'm like looking for any sort of any any possible way that, you know, basically I'm playing devil's advocate. I hate using that word, but yes. I'm just trying to think of absolutely anything. And I was looking at N8N today and seeing whether or not that would have even been an option. I mean, yeah. So
So I mean,
the
N8N
my
N8N
whole
is
thing that I'm going to have them do is I'm going to sell them a real seed of GHL, which
there you
already
go.
has all the automations that's
That's
tied
it.
into the leads program. And then all the other lead providers, I can tie in with webhooks and N8 and
100%.
N8N directly into the real seed of GHL. And that's really their workaround. That's what they have to do.
I think that's
Period.
brilliant because
And if they
you've
don't
already
like
got that
it, then
functionality.
tough.
Yeah, perfect. So I think that's really, and that's a good point too. If they don't fit, then tough. Like, have a set of things that you do, and somebody says, "Well, hey, do you do skydiving?" With you go, no, that's not what I do, right? So
Well,
it's
I
like,
do that.
yeah, right. Well, there you go. But yeah, that's your solution: is build the system that works, and then plug it into their program if you need to.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Cool. Aaron asks, this is all great. Can I speak to how this can benefit GHL integrations? More custom fields? Absolutely. So the way that this benefits is that you can add more data into a typically static record. So yeah, more custom fields, more data into those custom fields, more connections, more opportunity to do something clever, right? And when you're talking to a client, the question that you want to get past is, but how does this help me? You want to be able to show this plus that into that is super clever and takes away 10 hours of work every week. Whoa, that's amazing. Then happy to pay for it. So how does it benefit GTL? Yes, more data into more fields using those custom AI pieces. Therefore, more things that you can do with that data. More connections to different platforms. Somebody asked, is there a recommended LinkedIn connection? Yes, within the next 7 days, we've been working with a platform called Sales Connector, which has got a white label program as well. So you'll see that as an additional CRM connection drop into your integrations in the next week or so. Tons and tons of stuff. So, Stacey, is TikTok going to be available within the integration fields? How do you mean?
When I go into the integration tab itself, like I see Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I do not see TikTok anywhere. So when I'm pulling over data, like for some reason TikTok's not pulling over into my
Oh, I see what you
GHL.
mean. So you're talking about actually getting the TikTok account. So if we're looking at a website and we're seeing Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, X,
Right. I'm
there's no
pulling
TikTok.
people data. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Do you know what? You're the first person to ask, and it's just completely an oversight. So my answer is 100% TikTok. Adding it to my notes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Stacey. TikTok in personal data. Nice. Like it. Yep. Oversight. Literally just hadn't thought of it. So yeah,
And the
definitely.
intent signals, those are huge because I'm seeing a lot of things coming out with intent. I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah.
What's your ETA on something like that?
It's a really tough integration. So we've been working with the provider since October last year. We met them in Dallas over
Oh,
in the at the GHL conference. The team are super close. I would say within the next 30 days, it'll be available. Intent data is crazy, you guys. Um, it's going to be US only. So uh, for Jared and Mark, it's not going to hit you so much. But if you're based in the US, intent data has two elements to it. Number one, you're going to have a pixel that you put on your clients' pages in your GHL funnels, so that if somebody lands on those pages, it's actually going to ping back to that intent data and enrich that intent data from a website visitor. So suddenly you're going to be able to say, a person whose potential email address is X just visited your landing page, and you'll be able to trigger a workflow. Hey, John, thanks for visiting the website. Did you find what you're looking for? So literally live time search results on a website. So install a pixel, track that through. And the second part of the intent data is, it's like a mystery science to me, but it's coming from search intent. So somebody that searches for cheap garage doors in Georgia, all right, is a buyer. That's somebody that's looking to buy a garage door installation right now. So what you'll see now, intent data, is your ability to set up keyword search. So keyword specific triggers. When somebody types that keyword in, I want to know who they are, what they're looking for in live time. The data is crazy expensive.
oh my
You're going to
goodness.
be you're going to be setting up your clients with 20, 30, 40 credits per result. But if you've got your keyword set up, it's somebody that's looking for that service in that location as of now, and you'll be able to
Right.
trigger a workflow based on that. So it's coming. It's like literally this release. It's a very different integration for us because of the way that the data is coming in, but we're nearly there, nearly there.
I mean, to like literally, that would just change everything because we've been traditionally B2B.
Yeah,
Now we could really go B2C.
yeah, right. Exactly. That's
Solid
our
with
whole
a
thought there.
really live lead.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's the whole thought,
that's
and it's
huge.
close. It's really close. So, and again, that'll give you, with that workflow builder, you'll be able to,
It's
when that
crazy.
happens, do this, send it across to the list, that kind of stuff. So send it across to the CRM. When somebody lands on my site, ping them on Instagram. Good stuff.
Cool.
Aaron, go for it.
Yeah. So this is incredible. It's going to take a little while for my head to get wrapped around it. So if I'm offering the Forbot service, um, this would be something additional that we could add on, correct?
Yeah.
Like we can set it up so that you can send your clients N8N videos and make that, videos and all that. And um, but the experience of the Forbot won't change.
No, no, no.
Uh,
Fullbot system is when a lead engages, AI takes over, so that won't change at all.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problems. Patrick, thanks for raising the hand. Let me grab Patrick. Patrick, hey bud.
Well,
Nice to see you,
with
man.
the workflow, yeah, nice to see you, sir. Cool feature. Question, this workflow, is that something that we can use for a sub account, one of our clients, but hide what's actually doing the work?
Ah, I see. Okay. I hadn't thought of that. Tell me the use case, man.
Well, it makes people more dependable on you. It disables their staff from mucking around with it and upsetting something.
I see
And
what
so
you
they
mean.
have to use our services to say, well, I've got a new idea. I want to do this. Great. Our team can do that for you instead of them
Okay.
having it themselves.
So I see Jared nodding enthusiastically. I see Kylie nodding enthusiastically. All right. So yeah, great point. Um, as I think that through, in the same way that we allow you to hide and show the CRM connections, would it be valuable for us to go all the way through all of the features and just allow you to do that in your admin panel? Hide, show, hide, show, hide, show for everything?
Yeah. And then also, I mean, generally, but also per sub account, you might want to give some people access to this feature so they can muck around with it because they're not going to use your services. But for people where you set everything up for anyway, that'd be a little mystery ingredient that they keep needing you for.
Got it. Okay. Per package visibility. All right. So the way that would work would be as you set up the packages, you would then have an option to be able to like just click a button that says features and turn off or on the different features. Even thinking about this, guys, like we're getting into SaaS mode, the same as high level. If we did that for your packages, you might even be able to turn off or on the different search types. So it's like on the base package, you've got local and company search, but on my higher level package, we throw in the influencers and the intent data and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I can see that. Per package visibility on searches and on functions. I like it. I'm not sure how long it'll take, but yeah, I like it. I'll work with the guys. Great thoughts, guys. Thank you so much. So I started off this by saying we are here to help you make sales. Two ways that we do that. Every single time we're thinking about something, it's like, how can we help you get more clients? How can we help your clients get more wins? Right? Because that helps you make more sales. That helps the whole wheel keep on turning. So guys, we love the feedback. We're here for you. Like we are developing this tool so that you can win. And yeah, as you can see, we're keeping on adding new cool stuff to that. So hopefully today's opened a couple of ideas. I'm like, whoa, didn't even know I could do that. That's pretty awesome. We'll keep on doing that. And yeah, love the feedback, guys. So keep in touch. You're going to see something from us over the next little while that is going to ask you to share those wins and those strategies. So one of the things that we know for sure as part of this community is that people really like, I give you guys an idea and you take that idea and you 10x it. It's like, man, I saw this on a YouTube video and I did this and this, and I go, oh my God, I didn't even know that you could do that kind of stuff. So we're going to ask you guys to share those kind of strategies and wins more and more in the community, because if we can get you guys, the smart, clever people, to go, I did this, it worked, this was my result, then somebody else might take that and go, I did that and I added this and look at this. So we're going to keep asking you to add that stuff in the community. So in terms of wrapping up today and getting to where we're up to, what I asked was, what could you do? And your next steps from there as we wrap up today, and again, with thanks for jumping on and giving me some feedback and staying with us, create some new AI commands yourself. Jump in, go to that custom AI thing and do some cool stuff with the data that we've got coming through. Add some new integrations. Add those Pabbly, Make, Zapier, N8N integrations, and just see where that can take you, right? Build new workflows. That new workflow, build a couple of workflows and see what results that brings you, and then and create those opportunities and share your wins. Drop into the Facebook group, the community that we've got with our members.whitelabelsuite.com. Drop in, share your wins, ask questions. The more ideas we've got coming back from you guys, the more everybody wins. So it's like, make the pie bigger by dropping in your wins, your strategies. This worked, how to win over here. Let everybody know, because when they share that back to you, that might just open a new door for you. All right. Replay will be up on our YouTube channel within the next hour or so. And we are away. Guys, thank you so much. Wrapping up. Kylie, you're welcome. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. And guys, again, we're here to help you win. So let us do that. We will keep on that path for you guys. Hey, thanks so much, guys. We will be back live and loud next week as well. We have changed our topic cadence a little bit. I think the feedback from you guys is that we want more strategy, more how to do it, more cool stuff, and less kind of, I guess, less Q&A. So we are always here for Q&A for you guys. You can jump on. The team have got new mandates, which literally says somebody wants to jump on a Zoom call and talk something through as a problem shoot or troubleshoot, do it. Jump across to our support team. We are there, happy to help at any time. So we'll be doing less kind of open Q&As and more strategy stuff and more sharing the wins and bringing people in, like we did last week with Hamza talking about the content wheel. My goodness, that was probably the best training I've seen in a year or more. So guys, stick with us. Tell anybody that should be here to be here. Tell them with your affiliate link so you get paid when they come in. All right. whitelabelsuite.com/partners. Grab your affiliate link, bring more people in. And yeah, let's keep on growing. All right, guys. Have a great week. Good to see you. Cheers, everyone.